Hello and welcome to Amby Marie Knits, episode 111. My name is Amber. Welcome to my crafty channel where I tend to talk about yarn related stuff, knitting, crochet, spinning, and sewing, as well as some yarn dyeing and fiber dyeing as well. We got a lot this week because I was productive. Yay! First thing we're going to talk about is finished objects, then some whips, and stuff I've made. We just got a lot. I do also want to thank everybody for being here. If you're new here, thank you for joining. If you've been here, thank you for sticking with me. So let's jump into our finished objects. I have 4 finished objects today. Some of them you've seen, some of them you have not. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Filigree Beach Cover Up by Rosemary Drysdale. Picture, whatever side it happens to be on. This was a sample, kind of, for my yarn store. It really was just for her to wear. I wanted her to have it when she went on her vacation and she didn't have time to make it. So, did I enjoy the knit? No. The pattern was fine. That's a me thing. I am a process knitter. I enjoy the process of making the thing. This was a product knit. I needed to make the thing. I wanted her to have the thing. So I'm glad I made it. I got better at lace, or mesh anyways, so that's something. Yarn is Noro, I can't remember the name of the yarn. Project page, of course, will be linked below. All my Ravelry project pages are linked below. They may not have all the information in them, but they're there, so you can at least see something. So that is my first finished object. Very glad I got that done before she went on vacation. Very excited there. So, first one done. Next up, one you've seen. So this is the heavily accidentally modified Sherbet Fizz Shaw by Amber O'Brien. This is made in hand spun, and so it is Renee's Revolutions. Right there, you can get a QR code. It is Superfine Merino, Corriedale, Polworth, Silk, Bamboo, and Angelina. I think I had approximately 215 yards or so is what I had of this. Of course, it is mostly bulky. So it turned out cute. Just a nice little shawl, and you can wear it. It fits pretty good like this. The heavily modified portion of this pattern is I didn't read the instructions very well, and this up here, let's see, is that the front? I think it's back. This part right here, this is supposed to be stockinette, not garter. Oops. It's not that I mind purling. I don't. I just missed that part of the pattern and kept on going. But it's still a cute little shawl. And it's in my hand spun. This was a bat. I don't know if I said that already. Of all those fibers. And yeah. So definitely fun, quick make. The pattern actually comes in fingering weight, DK weight, small and large size. And this is supposed to be like a super chunky. Pattern called for size 17 needles. I used a size 15 because, well, that's what I had. And I think it works okay for the yarn. It's drapey, but still has structure. So yeah. Cool thing about this is this was a bat that I got at Fiber U, which is a like fiber classes and shopping and stuff that happens in July every year. I got it last year. I get to go to that here in a couple of weeks. Very excited to see what fibery goodness I get there. Okay. So finished object number 2. Finished object number 3. Took me like 3 days to make. This is so much fun. Okay. This is the 1 row crescent shawl by, name is there, Gritty Knits on Instagram and probably grittyknits.com. Her stuff's so pretty. One of these days I'm going to get some of their fiber. But this is a shawl. It's literally just 1 row back and forth, and it makes a crescent shawl. This is hand spun. That was from the Knits and Pearls December countdown that I had. It's very soft. Oh, I guess that's the wrong side because it didn't end on that one. I do wish it was a teensy bit longer, but do you want to note, it's like not even 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to record this early before it gets too warm. The humidity's not been so bad, but it's still been hot, and I'm wearing wool. But look how cute this is. Like, I want to make another one. Definitely recommend this pattern. And the pattern goes, when you purchase it, I do believe they donate, all the pattern sales get donated to LGBTQ or whatnot, charities, and she donated a lot for the month of June. It was awesome. So I didn't even find this on Instagram. I mean, I saw it where they posted it on Instagram and stuff, but I was actually just looking through the top whatever patterns on Ravelry, and I'm like, well, that looks interesting, and it's so squishy. I think I'm gonna make another one, because why not? And just perfect to just throw on for a little something this winter. Yep, I'm keeping this one. You know, I usually give away most of my stuff. Not most of my stuff, but a decent amount is for other people because I like making the things. I don't necessarily need the things. I'm gonna keep this one. It's cute. It's perfect size. It's soft because the fibers used are very soft and squishy. So there is that. Okay, my last finished object. This one's sad. This is about loss, so if you don't need to skip over it, that's just fine. I made a pair of fingerless mitts. So I found out Saturday when I went to work at my yarn store that one of our regulars had passed away. And his thing was making these mitts. I don't know how many he made. Everybody he knew got them for Christmas. He made so many of them. So that was my memorial, is I made a pair of these mitts. With that being said, don't make these mitts. I hate to say that. It's a cascade pattern. It's called Cable Blue Mitts. The pattern's rough. Like, you can figure it out, but it's missing some parts on it. Like, there's missing, it's a free pattern, so that's nifty. It's missing a purl stitch, like the thumb increases on this side for one mitt, or just copy and paste it for the other side, but you can't do them the same. Sorry if you hear sirens, I hear siren. With that being said, I just thought it was fitting that I made a pair of gloves. So, sorry for being sad there, but I still wanted to talk about it a little bit because everybody handles stuff like that differently. And even though it wasn't somebody I knew well, it was still somebody that I saw pretty frequently. I've been at the yarn store for 10 months. It's like a while. I actually counted, I'm like, I've been there for a while and didn't even realize it. So, that's cool. But yeah, so this is my final finished object as far as knitting goes. So, there's that. Okay, now we're going on to happy stuff. Whips. So, I finished my big project I had to get done with getting that filigree top done. So, I switched back to my mosaic top. So, this top is the Sundial Tea by Will and Pine. This is actually the back. And I think I just have one more color on the bottom. So I think it's going to be purple. So it's going to fade into the purple. And I think that's going to make it long enough. This probably isn't for me because I wound up having to go down a size. And I don't know if I'd wear it. Like I said, process knitter. I like to make the things. And look, I put a marker in it. So whenever I stopped, I was about right here. So I've done this much, I think, since Wednesday. Yeah, because I finished the one row crescent like before lunchtime at work Wednesday. So I got that much done. Doing pretty good. So part of me is wondering if I can finish the back today. That one involves sitting still for that long, and Friday's on my day to get stuff done. Like, I've already done my sitting, and you can't tell I'm sleepy because somebody woke up way too early this morning, so maybe I'll get a nap in today. We'll see. Because yes, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've already done so much stuff. But that's a good thing. So, that's looking pretty. Happy with that. My other whip, not as much progress on, but my Musselburgh hat in the Bonnier Yarns. I put a progress keeper on it, and I've done like 3 rows. That's it. It's fine. No hurry for this one. This is just when I need the mindless knitting, and the Crescent Shaw was my mindless knitting this week, so I'll get to this when I get to this. Okay, so that's all my knitting whips. We're going to go into a little bit of acquisitions and future cast-ons, and then we're going to go into like spinning-y type stuff and sewing. Tour de Fleece, forgot to mention Tour de Fleece at the beginning. That's going to be a thing as well. So, as far as acquisitions go, one of my friends messaged me and asked me to make a baby blanket for somebody she knows. usually don't take requests. I like to make things because I make things, but I really like this person, and there is a baby blanket I've been wanting to make. So I got these 2 skeins of mandala, and I am going to make the Meadowland baby Afghan picture. It is triangles, and you take 2 skeins of mandala and you alternate the colors. I might pull the pink out of this because I don't think I'm gonna. I think it'll. It's for a boy, which, I mean, pink's fine, but I think I might pull the pink out. So tell me what you think. Hopefully this works. We'll see. And if I don't like knitting a baby blanket, which is not really my thing, I will pull it out and I will just crochet something, because I usually crochet my blankets like this pretty one here, rather than knit blankets. The Forever Whip of the Jelly Roll blanket notwithstanding, that one's different, and it'll be finished maybe by the time I'm 50. That's a nice goal, right? That gives me a while. We'll see by the time I'm 50. That'll be done. So there's that. A little bit of acquisitions. Next up, we are going to go into we're gonna go into kind of like the dyeing phase, because I've done lots of like fiber and dyeing and whatnot. We're gonna do yarn first and then fiber. So I dyed these 2 skeins. This is interesting because these are we're the exact same pot, so same colors and everything. It was Dharma Indigo that had sat for who knows how long. This is a singles yarn, so fluffy. This is the last one left when I made my eyelet burst shawl. Okay, so I had originally dyed it for one of the Stephen West make-alongs that went weird. And I just wound up not liking it anyway, so I didn't do it, so I made the eyelet burst instead. So I got this one. This is something that I think was gifted to me. It is Surrey Merino from Blue Sky, and it is 60% baby Surrey and 40% merino. Didn't it take the color so different than the superwash 100% merino? Kind of cool. I do have another skein of this that is, well, I had dyed it already, and it was Dharma Cabernet. I know, so it muted it a little bit. It's quite interesting. But when I pulled it out to wash it this morning, where the ties were, was completely white. So I added some more dye, and I'm trying to get that a little bit better, so we'll see. But yeah, I got these done. And then, like, done and dry. Now we're moving into fiber. Fiber that I dyed. I got these done. So, and I don't think I felted this like I did the other one. Like, the ends aren't too bad. Yeah, this one I can actually like pull. The other one I couldn't. So that was that. Screenshot maybe? Okay. So yeah, so this was my mystery fiber. I don't know what it is. It could be Corriedale, it could be something else. I don't have a clue. But 2 approximately 100-gram braids of it. I think it's so pretty. Very strawberry lemonade, pink lemonade looking. I like it. All right, so there's that. Then, wash things. So got these 2 washed. This one is the Fiber Fairy, and I wonder if y'all can see the difference on these because the colors are weird. This one was Yarn Dragon Fibers. Is it Yarn Dragon Fibers? I think so. No, that's a different one. Oh, I got a pigtail there. That's fine. This one was Knits and Pearls. This was the like the 4-ounce braid for the fiber countdown. And did I 2-ply this one? Yeah, I did 2-ply. But okay, where I was going with this, on me trying to work on my spinning. So these are both 2-plies, but so I can get up here. Can you see the twist difference? Like how much of, I know the colors are weird, but how much tighter this one's twisted than this one? That's my goals. Trying to get a tighter twist, and it's pretty balanced. Like, it does a tiny bit after being washed, not really. This one, of course, is as well. So, I'm working on trying to tighten up that twist. I think I did pretty good on this one. Bled a little bit when I washed it, so I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do with it. But that's okay. So, there's saturated colors, like, it just happens. Like this, if I block these, they're gonna bleed. I know this because I made a sweater out of that yarn. Oh, that yarn, I didn't tell you that yarn was Cascade 220 Superwash Merino. Because, yeah, that's distracted. Okay, So these are washed and dried and ready to potentially become a project at some point. I don't remember the yardage. I think I told you that when I actually did it. So there's that. More on spinning. So now we are going to, I have a list. Now we're going to move into Tour de Fleece. I am going to, probably later on today, so you'll probably see the same shirt, record an intro for Tour de Fleece. This is what I'm doing. So this is the, sorry for crinkles. Let me put this down here now. This was a Halloween countdown. It's a Monsters Inc. countdown that I got from Malia made it last October. It has 13 bumps in various Monster Inc. related colorways. I think I weighed it, and I think it was like 10 ounces, because I thought these were ½ ounce bumps, but some of these are like 9.9 of an ounce. So there's a lot of fiber here. I'm wanting to say when I weighed it, tried to weigh it, it was around 10 ounces. And the colors, as you can tell just by these two, are so different. So here's my plan for doing something new for Tour de Fleece. I'm going to take these, and I am going to split it in half vertically for 2 plies. I'm going to do that with all of them. 2 piles, 2 separate plies. Then I am going to take that half and I am going to break it in half this way, and then break it in half lengthwise again. At least one more time. Maybe I'll either turn it into 2 pieces or 4 pieces. And then I'm going to do, I guess, a type of combo spin, and I'm going to just do random. Like, I'll probably make like little bunches of so many. So that way everything is kind of randomized when I spin it and ply it. Either it's going to look really cool or it's going to make an awful muddy mess. You know what? It's learning. I'm trying to get better at my spinning. I'm trying to try new things. That's what Tour de Fleece is for, right? To set a challenge for yourself, do something different. Spin every day. I do like that it can be whatever you want it to be. Mine is, I'm going to try this and see if I can get this all spun. I'm sure I can. It's 3 weeks. And if I, well, that fiber I was talking about, that's the 20th of July. Tour de Fleece is the 5th to the 27th. So, I might get something there that I spend for the last week. We'll see how long this one takes me. Oh, fiber. This is 100% Rambouillet. It is very soft and squishy. So that's the Tour de Fleece thing. Like I said, more to come. There's going to be a separate video that will come out. This one's going to come up tonight, Friday. Oh, by the way, if you're in the U.S., happy Independence Day. If you celebrate, that's today. It's just a Friday for me. I might go outside, but I usually go to bed at dark, so not really much for watching fireworks. We'll see what happens, though. Maybe I'll go hang out with my sister. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, so I am planning on getting a separate video. Probably won't be long videos or anything, but I do want to try and do one with documenting how I'm splitting this up and stuff. If nothing else, for me in the future as a reference, so I can remember what it did. So that's on that. What else do I have to talk about? Okay, one other crafty thing before I go into books and life and stuff. I made a skirt. Not the skirt, but yes, that's what I did last weekend. So I made a skirt. It is fabric that I originally bought to make a dress out of, and then it's just quilting cotton from Walmart. Then I made a mock-up of the dress in like a microfiber sheet I got at the thrift store, and it didn't work out so well, and then that piece went away. So I just said, you know what, we're gonna make this. So this skirt is not a specific pattern. This was watched a whole bunch of videos, read a whole bunch of articles, and made it work. So it's pretty much 2 giant rectangles and seamed at the sides. Pockets, okay, I did make pockets, but I did them wrong and I wasn't fixing them. I sewed them the wrong side out, so I just tacked them down. They're gonna fray. I don't care. This is not something that like wears as well as I would like to, but that's okay. This is the first one I've made. So yeah, at least I made a skirt. Something. Picture of me actually wearing the skirt is right here, and it's just got the folded, you put the elastic in and fold it over so it all gathers and stuff, but the gathers are wonky if you're a sewist. and you have an easy skirt pattern, or even I guess a dress pattern, will you put it in the comments below? Because I would like to actually make something I can wear. Like, I can wear this, but this is going to be more of like, I don't know, throw over bathing suit type dress, like, or skirt. Like, not, I'm not going to wear this to work. Let's put it this way. I would like to have stuff that I could actually wear to work. That's really what I'm going with that. So, but still, I made a thing, so that was nifty. Okay. That is all the crafty stuff. So, when it comes to books, I am glad that there's a variety of ways to ingest your books, I guess is the word I'm going to go with. Between audiobooks, physical books, ebooks, you've got options, right? Well, remember a while back, I started Quicksilver by Callie Hart, and I was doing it as an audiobook and listening to it. Just wasn't. Audiobooks are with me. I'm trying to get better at listening to them, but I don't always go so well on them. Well, I just wasn't getting into it. I got a quarter or third into it, and just, I stalled, let my hold lapse, wasn't worried about it. But I'm like, no, I really want to finish this book. I do. So, my library didn't have it on Libby as an ebook, but they had the physical book. So, I got the physical book. And you know what? I picked this up Friday afternoon, and I finished it Wednesday morning. I don't know if that's because I was reading it, like a physical reading book, but that gave me less time to read, kind of, sort of, because I wasn't taking it to work with me, so it was only when I was at home, or if the story just got better about the time frame I stopped listening to it, because it did get more interesting, and it was decent. Still confused about some stuff, but I think it was decent. It's worth, if you like the romantasy genre, then go for it. It's pretty nifty. So I read that, and then still been reading on my Heralds of Valdemar series a little bit. Like I said, I've read it like gazillion times, so it's not something that I've done a lot of. Then, let's see, what else did I start? I started Inked in Ashes by Shannon Mayer. I don't know yet on that one. I do like Shannon Mayer. Like, I really do. She's very much an underdog is the hero type books. Then, this one's kind of hilarious. Looking at Reels, Instagram. So, I'm not a sports person. So, I've got to preface this a little bit. I'm not a sports person. But I've been, as is, I think, most of the country, been obsessed with Banana Ball. If you have not heard of Banana Ball, it is to baseball what the Harlem Globetrotters are to basketball. So it is entertainment baseball. I mean, I still play baseball, but you know, one of their job requirements is being able to do social media because they do a lot of reels and stuff like that. There are Savannah Bananas is the main team. Then you have the Party Animals. New teams that they have, the Texas Tailgaters and the Firefighters. They're fun. Like, it's entertaining. If you have not seen it, just type in Banana Ball and go watch a video. It is really cool to watch them. I did try and get into the lottery because they're going to be playing in St. Louis. It was supposed to have been in April and it got moved to later on this month. I did enter the lottery to get it because that's how you get the tickets and stuff. I did not, but one of my friends did, so they get to go. So I'm excited to hear about how it actually is. Okay, where I was going with this, as I'm scrolling, there is a book, spicy book, that is kind of based on Banana Ball. And it is called Nailed at Home Plate by, I can't see the name. There'll be a picture of it right here. And it's a Philly Sillies, which is their made up team, I guess, for Banana Ball. I haven't started yet. It's interesting. It was very interesting because you got the trigger warnings, which a lot of books have nowadays. But it had a list of how many times that it says certain adult words. And it was quite amusing because the reel I saw had a number, and then the second page of the book had a number, and they were not the same numbers. This one was less. I don't know. It was interesting though. So no idea how the book's going to be other than spicy. We're going to find out, and I will let you know next week how it's going. So books, Life. Life I think I actually already talked about a little bit sooner in there. Let's see. Work is Work. work at the yarn store. Not this weekend because I've got somebody else that is doing every other Saturday for me. So it's like, I kind of miss going on there on the Saturdays I'm off, but on the other side of it, I'm like, I got 2 days off in a row. That's cool. So that works out pretty well. This week coming up, I mean, of course, we've got Independence Day today. Said, no idea really what I'm doing, if anything. A nap. I see a nap in my future. Working on the Tour de Fleece stuff to start that tomorrow. I'm excited to start spinning that because I ran out of a spinning project like a week and a half ago. And I haven't started anything because I had knitting stuff I had to get done. But also because I didn't want to start something and it not be done. So I'm not somebody who has multiple spinning projects going on. I just have the one and that's it. Although I do have my Nano back, so I could start two, but I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that one. So I think that's all I've got. I do want to thank everybody for sticking with me for this rather long episode, but hey, I had a lot of things, so stay tuned for the Tour de Fleece videos, and then I will see y'all back here next week to see what I've gotten up to. Bye, y'all.